Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button for the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. Today I'm talking about the trailer for episode 7 of Star Trek Discovery Season 3, entitled Unification III. Now you might remember back in Next Generation days, I think it was about Season 6 or thereabouts of Next Generation, there was a double-part episode entitled Unification 1 and Unification 2. Well, this is Unification 3, which I'm guessing is going to be delving into the reunification of the Vulcan and the Romulan empires. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So first we're going to take a look at the trailer and see what we can learn from that, go over a few shots, analyse a few bits and pieces that we see in that trailer. And then I'm going to show you a sneak peek scene from next week's episode, which has got Tilly and Burnham discussing a bit of information and seeing if they can unlock some of those secrets about the burn that we've been trying to unlock over the last couple of weeks. So let's take a look at the trailer and see what we can learn.
I want the truth for all of us. Didn't my crew and I work together to save all sentient life in the universe? Didn't you see all of us, imperfect and flawed as we all are, still live up to our best ideals? It is the greater good I am fighting for. Together you could create something bigger than yourselves. That's what the Federation is.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of those shots we saw in the trailer, one by one, and see if we can get a little bit more information out of them if we analyse them in a little bit more detail. So for starters, we get a shot of Burnham walking down a ramp off a ship, probably Book's ship, I'm guessing, followed by a shot of Burnham walking down the hallway on Discovery. I'm guessing that Burnham's doing a bit of soul searching in this episode after being demoted in the last one. We got a shot of Stamets using the brand new Spore Drive interface, which looks a lot more comfortable than the last one, which resembles a big bowl of hand sanitizer, which is actually called nanogel. We've got the Discovery arriving at a planet, which I'm guessing is the planet where these Romulans and Vulcans reside. I think this is a shot of Burnham mapping out the different Federation starships' black box transponders and where they were destroyed when the burn happened, just to try to work out where the origin of the burn was. Pardon the pun, but it looks like Book is in bed reading a book. He's got the holographic display lit up there, but he's also got his forehead illuminated like it does when he's kind of doing his animal whisper or nature whisperer thing going on with his kind of Jedi-like abilities. I wonder if he's having a chat with Grudge or something. Next is a shot of Burnham looking very emotional, as she tends to do at least once in every episode, and giving Tilly a big hug. I'm guessing that maybe Burnham has decided to go it alone and go out to the galaxy and research the burn and perhaps sever ties at the moment with Starfleet and her job. Hence this sort of farewell moment. We've got a shot of the Discovery passing through the Federation distortion field as it re-enters Federation headquarters. Saru and a Vulcan leader looking out of a window with the reflection of the planet there in the background. Vulcan ceremonial torches holographically appearing. A combined delegation of both Romulan and Vulcan representatives. One of our Romulan or Vulcan delegates here, and we can tell that the Romulan and Vulcan empires have unified because if we look at the logo on his chest, we can see it's a combination of the Vulcan edict as well as the Romulan Empire logo. Going by her forehead, I would say this lady is one of the Romulan delegates. Some of our Discovery bridge crew giving a round of applause to, I'm guessing, Burnham, maybe as she departs the ship off on her quest to discover more about the burn. Part of the Romulan-Vulcan ceremony on board Discovery, with Burnham picking up a mallet to bang some kind of ceremonial gong. Someone in a what I think is a United Earth Defence Force uniform, passing some kind of device which sort of resembles a clear phone with a round circle in the middle of it. So I'm not sure what this is. Perhaps maybe some sort of a technological clue to the burn, maybe? Saru rising up out of his captain's chair. Burnham standing in the shuttle bay of the Discovery looking at Book's ship before she transports out. Burnham holding hands with Book. I really think Burnham is leaving the crew in this episode. She's going off with Book to explore the galaxy, I think. And a flashback to Burnham's childhood, doing the Vulcan salute with younger brother Spock. And Burnham doing a speech of some kind at the Romulan-Vulcan delegation on board Discovery. Okay, so next we are going to have a look at the sneak peek scene that CBS released to promote this upcoming episode. It's a scene with Tilly and Burnham. They've got the black box recorder from the last episode from one of the Federation starships, and they're trying to piece together some information and see if they can unlock a little bit more information or a few more facts about the burn and what might have happened. So let's take a look at that scene with Burnham and Tilly, see if we can get a bit more information about the burn and see what happened with that. So Tilly starts by saying to Burnham, 1/1,000,000th of a microsecond. You were right. That was the difference. The USS Yelchin, the first black box you found, when the burn happened, it lost contact at precisely 81986 Mark 272139. Now the Governor, 1,000 light years away, lost contact 1/1,000,000th of a microsecond later. Burnham asks, what about the Giaccone, the data recorder book found? Tilly responds, the computer's still working on it. Burnham asks, but with 3 points of data, we can triangulate and pinpoint the source of the burn. Tilly responds, in 2 dimensions maybe, but in 3-dimensional space, that still leaves an area far too large to explore in several lifetimes. So we have to narrow it down. Somehow we need to find more data. Burnham says, well, I flagged this. When I was going through Federation databases, it's an experiment called SB19. They spread sensors across dozens of light years of subspace. They had a front seat view of the burn. Tilly says, SB19 recorded no findings. And Burnham responds, so either the sensors didn't record anything, Tilly says, which isn't likely. Burnham says, or they didn't make their results public. Tilly says, in which case the Admiral might have access to it. Burnham says, he's not my biggest fan right now. And Tilly says, this is bigger than you and bigger than him. It's bigger than everybody. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. It'll be interesting to see what the state of the play is with the whole Vulcan and Romulan empires at this particular moment in time. We haven't kind of seen anything that's been going on with them so far in Discovery, so this will hopefully fill in a few more pieces of the puzzle for us. I must say I did like Tilly's reference in this sneak peek scene to the USS Yelchin, which is clearly named after Anton Yelchin, who played Chekhov in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies and tragically passed away in 2016. There have been a lot of homages to passed away Star Trek actors in Discovery recently, and I think that's a nice touch. But what do you guys think? Do you enjoy some of these shots? Are you looking forward to episode 7? What do you think the state of play is with the Romulans and the Vulcans in the 32nd century? Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my merch page, either through the merch shelf on the YouTube channel, or click the link in the description below to check out my merch page and all the cool Star Trek t-shirt designs I've got going on there. Thanks to all my recently joined members who have clicked that join button to join Sci-Finatics and become a member. If that's something you'd be interested in, please go ahead, click the join button yourself and learn a bit more about how you can delve deeper into being a part of the Sci-Finatics YouTube channel. I appreciate everyone's support. I'll see you next time for my next review.